The man kicked out the cockpit window with all his strength, and after a grueling effort to dig through the snow, finally crawled free of the snowdrift. Not long ago, their plane had crashed. Fortunately, it hadn't exploded, but unfortunately, they were stranded in the Andes Mountains. The conditions there were brutal, and their food supplies were limited. To survive, they were forced to eat the bodies of their deceased companions. Just days earlier, they had endured 2 more avalanches in quick succession. Today marked the 4th day since they'd been buried under the snow, and the group finally clawed their way out. Because of the avalanches, the fuselage was completely covered in snow, but with everyone's effort, they quickly cleared the piled snow from above the cabin. Time passed, and by the 34th day of their ordeal, temperatures had started to rise. Over the next 2 days, 2 more members died from infected wounds. On the 36th day, a search team began moving east toward Argentina, and to their surprise, they stumbled upon the plane's tail section. Inside the tail, they found some luggage and batteries. With the batteries, they tried to repair the radio equipment, but since none of them were trained, their attempt caused a short circuit and the radio was ruined. Once again, despair set in. By November 29th, 1972, nearly 2 months after the crash, only 17 survivors remained. They recovered some waterproof fabric from the tail and began making insulated clothing. Just then, the radio crackled with incredible news. The authorities had resumed the search operation. The announcement reignited hope, but the group agreed they couldn't rely solely on rescue. They sent out several young men with 12 days' worth of rations to head toward Chile in search of help. The small team began trekking across the snow-covered mountains. After days of grueling climbing, the endless ridges shattered their confidence, and their food was running out. One of them volunteered to turn back, while the remaining 2 decided to press on. After an unknown amount of time, those 2 survivors finally spotted bare rock jutting through the snow. They had crossed the mountains at last, and for the first time in weeks, it felt like things might finally be turning in their favor.